The Ministry of Education, Student Support Services Division, Guidance and Counseling Unit, Northeastern Education District presents.
Hi boys and girls, and in today's session we will be looking at study skills blast off. Having super good study habits produces super good grades, and we'll be looking at ways to improve our study skills as we continue throughout the term. So let's get ready as we begin. Can you tell me where or which planet rather this rocket is going to? Is it going to Jupiter? Is it going to Earth? Or is it going to Saturn? Look at the rocket and you have 5 seconds to tell me where this rocket would be going to. Okay, let's see if we know where the rocket would be going to. The rocket is going to the planet Earth. I hope you got Earth correct. A popular quote says, a student who has no study skills is like a person with a driving license but cannot drive. We need to have study skills. So it's always important to ask yourself, how well do you study? So let's get set and start discussing what studying and study skills are. Studying is reviewing the work that is done in class, and our study skills are ways that can help us to remember and retain what we do while we study. And it's very important for us because it can help us to get good grades and do our best in school, as well as we can develop good habits that can help us in every part of our life. So improving our study skills is a great way to get better in our work. It's essential. So let's blast off into some key study skills. So the first one is knowing your study place. Find a good place to study. And if there is at home, get a desk and chair. On the desk, you can only have the things that you need for studying. Make sure that your study place has your supplies, your notebooks, your textbooks. There should be a clock if you're using a tablet or computer and you're writing material. It should be a quiet place. There should be no distractions, and it should be private and have a cool temperature. It should be the best place you can find at home for studying. It should have a solid, flat surface for writing and a comfortable, firm chair for sitting if you can find. No beds now. And there should be good lighting there. And refreshments, you can have a bottle of water if you get thirsty. Another study skill is having the skills to be a good student in class. And we can do this by preparing. Know what you have to focus on as you go in class, and also that you have to ignore all distractions. Also reflect. Think about what Miss covered in the last class or in the last video that she sent. And also review. Complete all your homework and have it ready to submit to sir. And then conquer and shine. Have a positive attitude so you would be willing to learn. During class, concentrate on what is being taught. If you're watching a video, concentrate on the entire video. Ask questions if you don't understand and participate in class discussions if you're on a virtual class. Take notes in class. You can have your pens and pencils ready as class is supposed to begin. You can write down exactly what you see from the board and double check to see if you're making errors, and make sure and write properly and ignore all distractions while you are taking notes. After class, do you just pack away the stuff that you do? No way. Review your notes and think about what was covered in class. Go over the areas that may be difficult, and you can even start studying early for your quizzes and for your tests. Another study skill is listening better. And how do we listen better? Well, we have some ways. Firstly, make it a habit. Try to practice listening at all times. Don't daydream. Make sure you concentrate. Look at the speaker and listen to what is being said. Pay attention. Try to hear what was said and not what you want to hear. Another way we can listen better is to listen to key phrases. If a teacher says this is important and it is necessary that you know this or pay attention to this, oh, you should be listening to this all the time. And then listen to any directions. If Mrs. or Sir is outlining steps, listen carefully so that you can follow it properly. And then listen to understand. Always try to understand what the person is saying. And if you don't, you can ask a person to stop so that you can clarify what is being said. Another skill is mastering reading. And boys and girls, we need to develop a love of reading. When you read, you need to try to be a good catcher. You need to read a book or article and try to catch the meaning. What is it the person is trying to say? You need to make reading a habit. Try to read every day. Read aloud. Read for someone. But always remember, when you read to understand. Also, you can have a schedule. And when you're planning your schedule, study when you are most alert. Study at the same time every day and try to break things up into smaller parts. When you're doing it, put your homework first and then you can include all other commitments. Try, apart from your homework, to study at least for 1 hour, 45 minutes on and then 15 minutes break, and try to stick to your schedule. So we see here an example of a study timetable, a study schedule, and you can see that we have Mondays. You start off with some relaxation, then you do your homework. You can bring in a maths period, take a break. You can then do vocabulary, read a storybook, and then bedtime. So this helps us to be way more organized as students. Another point in doing a schedule is starting with your homework first. And remember, think about how long it will take you. Give yourself enough time. Don't rush your homework down. Think about if you need help. Can you do it by yourself or you need someone to help you? Where are you writing down your homework? All your homework should be in the same place. And is it correct? Check and recheck to make sure you did the right thing and have it checked. Have an adult go over the work that you do. So as we end off our session with a safe landing, I want you to remember that where you study matters. When you study matters. Set goals for every study session. Balance study time with breaks. And also have a smart body and a smart mind. Take care of your body. Make sure you eat right. Make sure that you sleep so that you can have the brain functioning nicely. When you study hard, you can achieve your goals. So, as we evaluate today's session, I want you to complete a study skills assessment that I would send to you, and you will be able to tabulate your results. Then, I want you to think about one area you want to improve to be a better student and write down what you can do to improve. Answer these other questions. The place where I would be studying is 2 persons I can go to for help while studying, and the time I would be studying on weekdays is. As we close, if you need help, you can reach out to the guidance officer at any time. We're happy to help you. And so you can send me an email at missoa.guidanceofficer@gmail.com. I'm so happy that you joined in our session today as we spoke about ways that we can study better. By practicing some of these simple things, boys and girls, you can become master students. Bye bye and have a nice day.